Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So today guys, we are going to be working on Linda's Ford Kuga today. It's a nice blue one. It's Dave's wife, Tom's mum's car, Linda. So yeah, we're going to be working on her car today. She's going back to school to work. She works in a school. She goes back next week. So Dave said, can you just MOT it, service it, have a look around it. I think we've got to do the rear brake pads, if I remember right. I think the front ones are okay. I think it's the rear ones we've got to do. But we'll have a look at that when it turns up. They're on their way. They're going to leave me the car for the day. And then, yeah, just let me crack on, do my thing, get the MOT done, service, and just check it all over. I'm ready for her to go back to work next week. She works in a school because the kids are off this week. So, yes, we'll be working on Linda's car first thing. And then after that, we'll jump on the black Focus and just see what we get done today. So, let me just wait for them to turn up. Then I'll show you the car. We'll have a quick look around it. Then we'll get it to the MOT centre. Then we'll get back and do the service. Let's do this. Right, okay. So, guys, Linda and Dave has turned up with their Kuga. This is the one we need to get done today. MOT first and then a service. And we're going to do the pads on the front and the back on this one. They're about the same sort of thickness that's left on the pad. So, yeah, it's worth just putting a fresh set all around. I think Dave was saying just change them all around. So that's what I'll do. But I think the very first thing is that obviously the MOT this morning, he might, it's going to be close, put an advisory down for these actual brake pads. I'm hoping that he don't, because I don't want that for the car, really. I want it to be, you know, no advisories, MOT, and that's what I wanted to do. But I just couldn't get an MOT booked for, like, this afternoon. Do you know what I mean? Because that would have given me enough time this morning to do the service, the brake pads, and go all over it and check it, and then it would have gone through with no advisories, MOT. But I had to, he couldn't book me in. The only time he could book me in was this morning, first thing, 9 o'clock. So, and they just couldn't get the car to me before then. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, you know, we won't get an advisories. But, yeah, it's a lovely little car, this is. I think it's a Titanium X as well, I believe. I think Dave's told me that before. So, yeah, it's got everything on it. And it's an automatic as well. So, you know, proper nice car it is. They are these Kugas, aren't they? They're really, really nice and tidy. And it's done really low mileage, this car. Really, really low. I know I'm showing her. I'm showing Linda's car to everyone on the internet and what she has in her car, like this little thing here. So, sorry, Linda. I know you're watching, but, you know, I'll show everyone, don't I? But, yeah, it's only done 28,308 miles. 28,000 miles. So, absolutely nothing. She doesn't do a lot of miles a year, Dave was saying. So, really, really minimum. But it just needs, you know, going over. The pads need freshening up. I think the discs are all right. I've checked the discs. It's just those pads that we need to do. And then, obviously, full service, MOT, check it all over. And then, yeah, she's back to work next week in the school where she works. So, just want to get it all sorted, ready for when, yeah, she goes back to work. So, I've got about 20 minutes. So, bear with me. I'm going to take it for the MOT. I'll bring it back. I'll show you the results. And then we'll get cracking with all the other bits and maintenance parts that we need to do on this car. So let's do this. Right. Okay, guys. I am back from the MOT centre with Linda's car. Her Kuga. Let's show you the results on that. And then we're going to get cracking with the service. So as you can see, no advisories. That is what we want every time. So great news for that. He did say very, very close on the pads for being an advisory. Very close. But he said, you know, you're doing them I said, yeah, I'll be doing them and you'll be seeing it on the video. So he went, yeah, that's fine. But apart from that, nothing else is wrong with the car. It's absolutely spot on. So yeah, now we can get set up and start the service. Drop the oil filter, air filter, brake pads, service the lot. So let's crack on and let's get this Kuga pushed along. So let's do this. Right, okay guys, making some great progress on Linda's car at the minute. Brake pads are off at the front. These are the old ones. So, yeah, you know, they have got some meat left on them, but it's just, they're getting low. So it's worth just changing them all around. Done the air filter, that's all been changed. So put a new one in there. This is the old one. So yeah, it's definitely sort of clogged up, so it's worth changing this one. That's the new Febby oil filter going to go in place in a minute. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the pads to turn up because all the service kit turned up, but not the pads. We're also going to do the cabin filter as well. It's worth just swapping it out as well whilst I've got the car. I think it's up there. Is it up there? I've got to see where. I think it's this one here. I think it's up there on the passenger side. So yeah, I'll get a torch and then I'll get that swapped over as well. We'll get that done, and then we need to do the front pads first, get them back on and back together, both sides. And then once you've done that, then you can do the rears, because you have to put, because this is electric parking brake on this one, you have to put it in service mode. Now to do that, you have to keep your foot on the brake pedal, at the same time push down on the electric brake switch. I think it's for about 10 seconds, and then turn ignition off while you're still holding it, then turn it back on within 5 seconds, and it puts the car in service mode for the rears. You don't have to do it for the fronts. The fronts are fine, but it's the rears, because it's the electric parking brake system. It's all connected to this parking brake. Yeah, so that's what we've got to do. Otherwise, it won't let me. It won't let you push the actual piston back in to get these pads changed. Probably the back's probably worse than the fronts, I've got to be honest. They're just a little bit less, these ones, and they're just starting to sort of make some lines on the actual discs. So, but no, the actual discs are all right. So yeah, I just thought I'd explain what I'm doing, what's going on and what's got to be done. So let's crack on. We'll whip up the oil filter first, then put the oil in. We'll put the cover on that. We'll do the cabin filter, and then it's just a case of waiting for the pads now. Yeah, just keep going, waiting for them. So I think it takes about 5.4 litres of oil, this one. And it's the OW30 oil, because it's the Peugeot Citroën engine. You can see it, it's just there. Look, you see it says Peugeot Citroën sign. And it's also here as well. Even though it says Formico at the top, it's not actually a Ford engine, it's a Citroën Peugeot. So yeah, let's get cracking, let's keep going and continue, and then I'll do the pads when they turn up and we'll do the rears. So yeah, let's do this. Right, okay guys, so that's the service done. Air filter, oil filter, oil, cabin filter, which weren't that bad, I've got to be honest, but still a little bit grimy in there, so it's worth changing that out. So yeah, so the service part is done. We've just got to wait for the brake pads still to turn up. But yeah, and that's all we've got to do now. As soon as the brake pads turn up, guys, I'm going to jump straight on it, and I'll set it up and we'll go for it. But I've just got to wait. So I'll just potter around doing something else around the workshop for now, and then I'll set you up. We'll get cracking with the pads when they turn up and continue getting this one done. So yeah, let's crack on, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, okay. So, guys, that is the pads done on the rear and the front. All sorted and changed. The vehicle is still in maintenance mode, so we need to remove it from that. Let me show you how you do that. So, basically, you get in the vehicle and you push the ignition on like that, so the lights come up. And then you push and hold the accelerator button, the accelerator pedal, push it down, and then lift up on the parking brake, like that. And then you press the ignition off, and then back on, and then you can hear it. And there we go. Let go, press OK, and that's it. It's done. So all I want to do now is just check the oil level. It needs to circulate around the new oil filter, and then once it's done that for a few minutes, I'll stop it, check the oil level again to make sure that it's up to the right point, and I'll top it up if I need to. But yeah, normally it's pretty good, it's pretty spot on. So, but yeah, new brake pads, service, and an MOT. So yeah, another day's work. I've got to be honest, I got messed around with the brake pads a little bit. They bought me out the wrong set a little while ago, and then I said, well, these are the wrong. The front, the rear ones were correct. The front ones were different, from a completely different car. So whoever picked it picked the wrong ones, basically, which was a bit of a pain for me. Otherwise, I'd have been done a long time ago. But it is what it is. Things happen. We got there in the end. It's done. So I'll turn it off now, and then I'll just want to check that oil level, and then that's it. I'll just top it up if I need to. But yeah, Linda's car is completely done. It's finished, MOT'd, serviced, and brake pads all around. So guys, I know it's going to be a bit of a short one today, but that's it. That's the end of today's video. Have a great weekend. It is Friday, and I'll see you guys Monday. Take care, and I'll see you soon.